Hei tēnei wiki, kei te rohe pōtai tātou ko te hungo te krapu whakangau puaka o Te Kuiti. Koi nei te tahi o ngā krapu taketake o Aotearoa. Kei te aru tahi mātou o te whakataitai whakangau puaka o te tau. Ka te wako Hunting Aotearoa ki te rohe pōtai ki Wainganui o ngā timania poto. Kei te mihi! Kei āria tātou kei waha watu I pio pio. Kaore rawa au mo te haere. O tira, kua tai a tinana atu te hunga kamera ki te karapu whakangau puaka o Te Kuiti.
Here we are. Going to start the Te Kuiti Pig Hunting Club annual hunt with hunting team from Aotearoa. Howie's not here, but that means that he's going to miss out on some smoked fish for lunch and a good venison stew. But the boys will appreciate him not being here because it'll be more for them. We're back in the back of the Mokawiti Range here, and right up behind us in the fog up there is the top of the Mokawiti Range. This is a pretty good spot on farmer Simon Beveridge is letting us use, and so with a bit of luck that we'll wander along here and pick up something. This area that we're in here is renowned for pigs with very good jaws. Over the last 15 years there's probably been 9 pigs taken out of this gully here on our competition out of one of our best jaw for the club competition. An old guy back in the 40s let some pigs go over to the back of the range over here and with real good jaws, and it's just flowed on through to these pigs here. Like you'll get an 80-90 pound pig here with 3-inch hooks on them. They're real good pigs with good jaws normally. Some of the best jaws we've got on the walls in our club rooms all come out of this gully here.
Nei nā e tahi o ngā reitari ana o te krapu. E kai ngā kau no ngā memo o te krapu mo ngā hua ka puta mai te whakangau puaka. Aku ake nei, ka kite te whakatinanatango o taua kōrero.
And the club's probably the second oldest club in the country behind Aotearoa. And our constitution that we wrote up for the club rules has been followed by most clubs that have come into the game since us. Our club's quite financial, and we're behind a lot of the things like the Starship Hospital in Auckland. We support that big time. Most years we give over $1,000 to the Starship Hospital from our club competitions. Westpac Helicopter is another one of our things, and local search and rescue. So when we do our junior hunt, we have probably sometimes up to 80 children come, and they learn the fundamentals and go hunting with the guys and learn firearm safety and camping things and all that. So it's we're just trying to. One of the things of our constitution is to enhance and foster for future generations.
Ka tahi te ture pai ko tērā. Ka hoki anō ki te whakangau puaka, kua tata pau te rua haora. He puaka kua kite e ngā kuri, engari kua rauru te karakimi kuri. Nō reira, ka re kau he miti puaka.
The thing is, if you're not quick enough to hear where the dogs go off at the top of that hill over there, you'll miss them, eh? And that's what we've done today. We've missed that pig because we didn't quite go to the end of that bluff to have a listen over. We decided we'd go the opposite direction, and of course that's what happens. We went the wrong way, and with the tracking gear too not working too, that was interesting. Getting all that atmospheric conditions going through it doesn't help. So yeah, the one that got away.
Kua rongo ake a Johnny I tau au o te kuri. Ko tātou prea tēnei. Kaore tātou e pīrangi te ohorere, ore take anō.
Well, old Howie, don't worry mate, don't panic, we've got a plan B and a plan C, so we'll have some pork on your back by either tonight or tomorrow. Don't panic on that one.
Kua whai wāhi te hunga kamera ki te whakatā, ki te kai anō hoki. Nā wai rā, ka horere anō. Ka mutu te horo kai, ka timata te whaiwhai haere a te hunga kamera. Kua riro mā te tama Travis, te manutaki.
Yeah, they got a bail on them again now, Rob. He's on the big corner.
Kua pakaru katoa ngā hamuti. Kua raru aku hoa mahi te kai hanawiti. Oh, wekase! Kia tai rā anō ki te poaka, kua tūtuki a ketia e Travis. Ka mutu te whahaora e whakangoa poaka nei ki mō kauiti nei, he kiko poaka mā ngā tamate hua.
Pretty full on. Cameraman was a bit slow. Oh, you're faster than Howie though, eh?
That's about the 6th time that he broke uphill too, so it'll just show you don't have to be a monster pig to get away from dogs. So I've got some pretty hard dogs on them here.
Not in this block, still gone.
Not in this boy. You look
still
around, look at the
missing.
super jack and look at all the rubbish that they can... Their heads are just made like a bullet to go through it.
Yeah, she's still missing. Not the biggest setback for in here, eh?
Te pai hoki o e rā rei tāri ana.
Morning whānau, well today we're in the mighty King Country and I've actually shown up today because I was missing in action yesterday, a bit of a dose of the old, slight dose of the old gout, but never mind, I don't know how the boys got on yesterday, but we'll find out. How'd you get on, boys?
Yeah, no, we got a pretty good pig. It took a while to get onto him, but we had our doubts there for a while, but he's just like duck shooting, you know, the boys, but he sent them back down to have a feed and stuff at the bloody truck and the dogs put it up and they had to drop the lunch and do the run back up the hill and stuff, anyway. So yeah, no, it's a pretty good day. His pig he broke 6 times on us and he'd been dog before, he knew what he was up to.
No bad things were said about me yesterday?
No, well...
Hey? I heard some bloody malicious rumours flying around, mate. Hey?
Yeah, your back was missed on the carry out of the gorge.
Well, I'm actually glad I'm here today, mate, because I didn't want to miss out on the oldest club in New Zealand, whānau, 40 plus virgin club. Is that right? So what's our plan for the crabman?
Oh, well, we're just on the back of Rob's here and we'll head up around here. There's been a few pigs coming out over here and just see how we go. I'm pretty sure we'll get a strike up here. This is in the back of the Mangatoot Valley here, back on the Rangatoto Ranges. And big block of native here, 32,000 hectares involved in this block here that runs right through to Poriora and Mangakino and that. So, you know, we got a bit of scope here for the day.
Well, I hope we catch something, mate, because there's a malicious rumour going around that I'm a jinx. Absolutely no truth in that rumour whatsoever, whānau. There's a sign here, whānau. Hopefully the fellow that made that ain't too far away. Hey, mate?
Yeah, hopefully. This was one of the best areas and probably left in the King Country before the big 1080 drop went down last year. I just couldn't believe it, what it did to the area. I estimated it took out 98% of the pigs. And the deer, the same. These guys here, they've got a hut up the bush here. Last roar, they camped up there 3 days, heard 14 stags and running into hinds and pigs all the time. This year went up there, 2 stags. That's all they heard all the time. Saw no hind sign, no sign of any pigs. And that year, you know, it's absolutely annihilated this area. And no reason for it because it's been a TB-free area for 18 years now. We're promoting a clean green image in New Zealand, and here we are. We're using one of the world's, it's in the top 10 deadliest poisons, 120 years, and they still haven't got an antidote for it. So that'll tell you how bad a poison it is. But anyway, hopefully we're going to get a bark soon.
Kia ora whānau, koro awhina mō tēnei wiki, track awareness symbols. Adam, take it away, mate.
Okay, mate, well obviously here we've got a cross section. We've got a couple of trails heading off. We want to know which one to head down and what not to follow. So someone's actually shown the initiative to put some signs down there for us. You know what that one there stands for, Howie?
Looks like a bloody wicket.
Wicket, no. That 3 sticks on the ground there means danger, okay? The track may have given way, there may be a tomo further on the track, so if we go down that way, we're going to cause ourselves some injury.
What about this one here?
This one basically leads the long way around, could go back to the truck, okay, or could wander off completely in the wrong direction that we need to go.
So what symbols are we actually looking for?
So symbols like the one we've carved in the tree here, okay, we need to follow this mark. Okay, another option, Howie, is find some grass if we've got some grass available. Grab a clump, make a knot like this so it stands out, and just bend the grass in the direction that that the trail we want to follow down.
Pretty simple, mate.
Pretty simple. Another couple of simple ones. Forked branch. Lay that down on the track. That's the follow.
The opposite way of the fork.
Exactly. Okay, so it's like a point of an arrow.
Right.
If we've got some rocks around, 2 rocks on top of each other, once again place them in the middle there and put the one rock once again in the direction that we want the path to head down.
Right.
Another simple one. If we can't see it for some reason that there's too much cover on the ground to see a mark like the stones, a couple of sticks with a yoke, once again pointing down to the path we want to follow.
Simple, mate.
Simple as that. Now if we head off down there, Howie, I'll show you some aerial symbols that we can use also in case of emergency.
Sounds good to me.
As I was saying before, Howie, here's some aerial symbols that are internationally recognised.
What does fix mean, mate?
Well, fix actually doesn't mean anything. It's the individual letters that represent messages to be seen from the air. The F over here means food and water. If we get stuck and supplies, well, rescuers can't get in a quick enough time, they can drop some food and water. Okay, the I is an immediate emergency evacuation, need medical care. Now the X there represents we are unable to move on, we can't go anywhere, so we're fixed in one spot. Just a very few of the symbols that's recognised.
Internationally?
Internationally.
Choice, mate. So there you have it, whānau. If ever you're on a fix, a few international recognised signals that'll help you out. Whatever koina te koro awhina, tēnei wiki. Kia ora. There's the one that stands for beer, mate. Bloody beautiful country, mate.
Oh, yeah, we're lucky to have it in New Zealand, eh? It is. It's just, you know, people overseas pay bloody hundreds of thousands of dollars to have what you guys have had here with us the last couple of days.
That's right.
And we have friends come from Canada and the States and Australia that we go hunting with. I've got friends from Hawaii that come over here hunting. They just can't believe it, eh? It's just paradise, really.
You know what I said back at the truck, eh? About me carrying the first pig?
Yep.
You're not just bringing me up these steep hills just to get back, get me a good bloody pump, are you?
Yeah, I think we could be, mate, 'cause you didn't turn up yesterday. You missed out on some real good exercise yesterday, Howie. I'm sure the cook would have been bloody proud to see you come home with a couple of kilos less hanging off your belt.
That's right. Anyway, gentlemen, up and away, are we?
Up and away, it looks like it, mate.
I'm right behind you.
He matotoru te ngahere nei, he poraha, he pirita katoa, he uaua te hikoi I roto nei. Koi nei te whenua kino rawa atu o ngā whenua katoa, kua tai e au. He kai ngā rawe mo te poaka, e hara.
Oh, look at this, man, you won't believe this. This here, look, this is how 1080 still, Howie. See, there's a bit of a bank here, mate, it's been dry. That bait's probably bounced off one of these big trees up here and it's bounced under here. This is 16 months later since this drop was done. Look, I'll just pick it up here and sing it. That's what it's broken down. See how it just filters through all that leaf? Look at all those little bits there on the ground like that. That's still enough to kill a bird. That mount there will kill a dog, no trouble. If a dog came down and sniffed at a net, that dog would die a slow death over probably 20 hours if we weren't here to put it out of its misery. There's no antidote. Once you take it, you're dead.
There's some fucking nasty shit there, farmer.
Well, it is to be around this long, man. That'll just show you, you know. It's that's probably had in this bush since then I don't know, 800 mils of rain. We're usually on about a 96-inch rainfall up around these ranges here, between 85 and 96 sort of thing. So that'll just show you if it bounces in that place, those dry spots, you know, it could be there for 2 years even. And it's still killing.
It's amazing.
Keep it out of our bush, mate.
Keep it out of our bush, all right?
Yeah, can you hear that?
Oh yeah, it's pretty high up still, Howie. You've got to climb up there, man.
Right, I'm right behind you, bro. Straight up.
Okay then, okay,
Straight
we're
up,
going to get going there, Johnny boy.
Yeah, straight up there, mate.
Kei roto anō tātou I ngā pai maunga o rangi toto, ara, te waiata pai ake o te ao ki aku taringa. He tauira pai tēnei o te kuri tangitangi. He mea uau e te kite ngā kuri pai mo tēnei mahi te auau, ko tēnei kuri a hash kua mākahia, kua whakauruhia ki tētahi mara kōrero anō hoki. Ara anō a Travis, he kaha nōna ki te maupuaka, te pai hoki o tēnei tama.
Alright, mate. Very much, brother. Oh, nice fat sow. Fucking give us a bit of a chase there, bro.
A little bit, eh? Get the adrenaline going there, but how? Even the little fellas get a big smile on, eh? Be a good one for the pot, eh?
Sweet, bro. Hey.
And now you got to keep your promise, eh? And first carry.
That's right.
I had the big fella first yesterday, so your shoulders are a bit bigger than me, eh?
Sweet as, bro. As long as you make me a highway to get back, I'll be right.
Yeah, usually we let these sows go. They're probably heavy and pig, this one here, where it is fat, but dogs have ruined the back leg here a bit. We'll probably go away and die, so we don't want to let that happen, so we've taken this one for the pot. So it's always a bit of a shame though, you get a young sow like this that'll last for a while. Good breeder.
Hunting with the boys on the Te Kuiti Pig Hunting Club. What a mean day. Mean fellas. They said, Howie, if you carry the pig back to the truck, mate, we'll shout you for the next 2 days. Awesome fellas, mate. There's something about sharing their missus.
That's a beauty, man. That's a beauty. I like that one. Hey, you sharing yours, Trev? I certainly won't be sharing mine. No, never get it back.
Ka mutu te pō whakatā, ka haere anō ki te tūtaki au I ngā tāne ki te rā I ne taumaha. Kua rō tēnei krapu e tuana, nā, ke te pirangi au ki te kite atu I ngā taro te whare. Tōko maha ngā ingoa rongonui e tuhia ana ki ngā papa ingoa, ko e tahi o era e tangata aui aru tahi ai. Ngā mihi ki era, kua ngaro ki te kite akanohi. Hoki mai anō ki te ao tūroa e hoa mā, me nei pikiti ki te ai au e puta mai ana I te pakitara. E hara te rai te kitenga o ia rā.
There's a few jaws there, mate.
Yeah, some nice ones there, isn't there?
All local.
Yeah. Oh, those two there, Terry Care's the President's jaws. And the rest of them all mine. That all come off the one property at Simon Beverages, Pukewa Station at Aria.
Yeah. Pity we didn't get one for the weigh-in yesterday, but you got a good one the other day, don't we?
Yes, no, we got a good pig the other day, yeah. Had a nice young boar. It was good, yeah.
I prefer sow anyway, mate.
I do actually myself
I
too.
like that meat, and I heard you're a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to the singeing department.
Yes, I like to look after my animals and make sure that they're presented properly for the plate.
So what's the story with today? What time is weigh-in finish?
Weighing finished today at 3 o'clock, and I think we've still got a couple of hours to wait, and As you can see, the alcohol's turning up now.
That's right, that's the most important part.
Oh, indeed it is. That's
right.
Yeah, it's what social things are gathered around is the, you know.
O tira ko te ahua nei, kei te pai a Steve, engari, kaore I e taia nā te mea, ko I e te kai whakawao te whakataitai.
The hard man on the old boys, mate. A couple of kilos you're missing out there.
Yeah, but if they gutted them properly and took those kidneys out in the arsehole,
Is that right?
yeah,
Makes a
that
difference.
makes a difference, yeah.
So what are you actually looking out for, mate?
A lot of things. First thing I look for, make sure it's gutted properly.
Yeah.
First thing, kidneys out, lungs out, heart. You'd be surprised what they live in there. One particular hunt we did, they actually had a pipe stuffed down the throat to try and add a bit of weight. That was on an open competition, not a Te Kuiti Pig Hunting competition, of course. Arsehole out, then you look for little things like had a ring in its nose, had tag in its ears or earmark, that means it's been touched and released. See how far the eyes set back, whether it's fresh or not. If they've frozen them overnight, I check them with a temperature probe to make sure that they're not less than 0 degrees. Any lower than that and I consider them frozen, as opposed to chilled, because you can't tell when a frozen pig was caught. The length of the toes to see if they're worn down on concrete, the length of the knuckles on the front, whether they're worn down on concrete by eating in the sty.
Kei te ki haere te rārangi puaka. E rita ana te pukumahi a tēnei ki tō Steve. Me whakarite I te reihi hiki puaka ki e nei tū whakataitai ka tika.
Hey, good stuff.
Oh, that was 36, 37.
Kua mutu teine taumaha, he whakangānoi ho te mahi, aia nei, he unu waipiro, he kōrero pahu hoki.
How's it going?
Cheers, mate.
Good help, mate.
Cheers, Ellie.
Thanks for coming.
Good day today?
Yeah, excellent, mate. Good turnout. 17 pigs, a bit up for us.
We were a bit slow on pigs last year, but there's a good number of pigs this year. Good weights.
Yeah.
Good turnout from the members too, right from Tolaga Bay and Taranaki. They come from far away just to get here for today.
Thank you for inviting us here, mate. Really looking forward to tasting that pork over there. Hope it's not my king pork.
Nah, definitely not the swine pork.
Cheers, mate.
You're very good help, mate.
But yeah, on behalf of Hunting Aotearoa crew, I'd like to thank you guys for inviting us here to participate in your competition. I think it's a great thing to look around and see all the kids and all the mean hunters, all the
He
ladies.
mutunga ke mai o te pai tō mātou wai te kuiti. Ngā mihi a te hunga kamera ki a koutou katoa. Hei tērā wiki, ka tini pōtai au ki a huri, hei kai pupuhi peihana. Ka manaki hi au e te hunga o Rathmoi I Hunterville. Kai te pare o te raki kahurangi au e noho wana, ka haere maua ko Dan Steele ki te pupuhi. Ko ua mahi katoa, me tahi atu I rungi te hōtaka motuhake o Hunting Aotearoa.
When I'm on a judging job, I don't drink until 4 o'clock when that last signature's signed to say the job's done, and then I'm into it like a pig in a wallow.
Very clever, this one. Fucking leave the funny lines for me, eh? A few simple track signs. Track awareness one.